Hello, I'm going to try and do a Dave and make a video while walking along. I'm not as good at multitasking as him, so we'll see how we get on. We're just at the Manjushri actually. I don't know if you can see. We used to come here on Sundays and do prayers for world peace with the Buddhists. It was lovely. So we've just come up here with my mum and dad, walking through the woodland. And I was just going to make a video, a really short one really, about how watching and observing Lucia kind of grow and change, I've started to really appreciate and recognise even more how innocent we all are in our creations. Because just watching her, mostly since she started crawling and moving and like having all these ideas of where she wants to go, and she creates character, like there's this character being created through her, and she's got likes and dislikes, and she gets frustrated, and she finds things hilarious, and like her taste in food, and sometimes she wants it, sometimes she doesn't, and sometimes she gets really annoyed with me if I'm trying to get her dressed or change her nappy, and other times she's completely fine. So just seeing the total natural the natural way in which we create character, we create identity, and this idea of that so many of us seem to have, of kind of perfection, of when I understand enough then I won't get frustrated or I won't get annoyed or whatever it is. But you know, I'm watching Lucia trying to push her cart through the doorway, and there's a little lip and she can't get it over, and she's like really frustrated to the point where sometimes she'll just like ram it or chuck it down, or she's trying to get a sock on and she can't do it, so she'll just throw it on the ground. And just seeing, like, as a being here on earth, how natural it is for us to create character, have ideas, likes, dislikes, get frustrated, get annoyed. But the thing I've observed, and I've loved observing with Lucia, is how she doesn't stay in it for very long. She is in the moment of frustration. She either moves it or doesn't move it, and then she's in the next moment. And I think that's something that we seem to forget as we get older, is this idea that somehow we could, so I'm getting distracted, somehow we could, or should, somehow we shouldn't ever feel frustrated, or we shouldn't ever get annoyed, or we shouldn't ever. So then we create this kind of concept of a world where we don't. So then we'll always be lacking, because there are going to be things that we get frustrated around or annoyed about. But I've loved watching it with her, because she's just in and out of different experiences. She just flows. And some of it she's really obviously enjoying, and other times she's really not enjoying, and she can get really upset. Seeing, you know, if she hurts herself, then she gets really upset and she feels it until she doesn't feel it, and then she's in the next moment. But I haven't witnessed any kind of judgment of I shouldn't be doing that, or can't believe I got upset yesterday, I can't believe I got frustrated in front of people, it was so embarrassing. Like, she's just experiencing, and it's so natural. And I think there's something about that for me that it's like, go easy on yourself. Me, go easy on myself. Like, we're all just doing the best we can given how we see the world in that moment. And I don't know, without the concept of this better version of ourselves, without this concept of me when I understand enough, or me when I'm enough, you realise we're already enough. And we are going to have different experiences, but those experiences aren't who we are, they don't define us. And it's been so interesting already, you know, she's 18 months old and she's already had her favourite toy, which now isn't her favourite toy. She wouldn't even look at it now. And her latest thing is her baby, the babby. We've got to take the babby everywhere with us. And it's so interesting, because I know that when she gets to probably like early teens or just before that, she probably won't want to be playing with dolls anymore and babies, and she won't have to do anything to suddenly make herself not want to be around babies anymore. At some point she'll just change her mind. She'll get a new thought, she'll enjoy new things. And I don't know, I feel like that natural flow, that natural ability for us to change our mind is what we're born with. It's our birthright. We're these creators. We get to create reality. We get to create likes, dislikes. but we get so wedded to it, and so we hold on to it so tightly. So often it's things that don't serve us. And I think the more I see kind of with Lucia, she doesn't hold on to things that don't serve her for very long. She's kind of in and out of it. And I think that's something I feel incredibly grateful for with the understanding of the three principles, is because you start to see the temporary nature of experience. You start to respect the fact that sometimes you're just going to feel feelings that don't feel comfortable, but there's nothing. You start to see that there's nothing wrong with you, and you can handle it, that you've been untouched by those experiences or those feelings. So I feel like by observing Lucia, I'm learning more and more about the truth in his message, the truth in where he was trying to point us to. And it's more and more seeing the freedom of it's all right to feel, it's all right to have experience. We don't have to be afraid of it. We're totally unbreakable spirit. So that's my ramblings for the day. I have no idea how that's going to come out, because it's really hard walking along with the camera and talking. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon.